saw a gas van with pressurized bottles on the back. And the same gas van, I think, came and called it Devolada when I was sitting out the front. And I was reminded of this when I ran naked from somewhere around Calle Buenos Aires up to La Ceja in El Alto. I told everyone I was doing the presidential 5K. And the reason that happened was that when I was in the hotel, the 3-star hotel on Calle Lampu in La Paz, it's called Hotel Berlin, run by a guy who told me that he did a degree in economics at Sussex. And I wondered if he was a friend of fucking Pete Good. Pete, you still alive? You're one fat, useless fucking turd. Fucking king of the fucking peach trees or whatever the fuck it is you think you are. Doing some Freemason sign of distress. What an asshole. He had this nice company house, he got a lot of money, and he had full of books. He could have all the books he wanted. He was writing a fucking history of Bolivia or the history of the fucking CIA or something. He was practically hired by Evo to whitewash the bullshit. In 2003, he wrote the kind of definitive bullshit history of fucking Bolivia. Between a rock and a hard place. Between your fucking cock and a hard place, my arse, you fucking cunt. All those fucking twats in Sorata, the whole lot of you, garbage. Fucking gringo nation of shit. So I was terrified in this hotel because they played some fucking thing about the 7th Lamb or something on the TV last thing at midnight as the TV channel was turning off, and I was just filled with fear, and I just ran out of the hotel. I just dropped all my stuff, sleeping bag, everything. I just left it in this fucking hotel, climbed out of the front exit because the night duty man wasn't around to open the door, but I could just climb over the iron gate because there's a huge fucking gap at the top. I climbed over it and just ran, and then I got up to Calle Buenos Aires, and I got into my head that I was being tracked by stuff again, and I had to get rid of everything. So I took all my clothes off, and the only thing I had was this little pot of lettuce ointment. They make this lettuce ointment for your lips to stop them chapping, because in La Paz you get chapped lips from the altitude and the dry air. And this was just my only last comfort thing, and never mind. That was the only thing I took with me up to the fucking thing. I was just wearing my socks. and I was terrified. I ran through these dark streets at night, and all I could see were works where people had been laying gas lines for this fucking natural gas. Avo, to get votes, he gave everyone free natural gas. It was practically free. And there were all these little red lights on the electricity meters or something, and I just had an idea that there was about to be an explosion, and that when there was that explosion, the whole fucking mountainside would just slide down. And I also had it in my mind that Shakira was drunk somewhere in some fucking satellite ops room of the CIA, tracking my footprints with infrared. A lot of fucking shit. And I went back to my house in the place I'd lived in, opposite the Cancha in Ciudad Satellite. Opposite the Hospital Holandes. Fucking useless hospital. That's where I was dying of fucking thrombosis in my leg. And the guy that helped me was in the hospital Arco Iris, down near Via Fatima somewhere. And that's when I was trying to write that thing that's on the Proof Toys website. That was when I was doing all that. But I went back to that house and asked for help. The people that rented it to me were still there. And the son, I forget his name, he's become a taxi driver or something, and he put on a lot of weight. He had this horrendous lung operation, and his mother was amazingly still alive. And they put me up for the night, and I just lay in that bed, and I was freezing cold, and I just shivered, these kind of deep shivers. And then the next day there was some dude hanging around, looked like some fucking masista or something, and I had the coat, and I just ran through El Alto. Nothing except this fucking National Lottery coat, this green one, the one that I left in Cochabamba after I left, about a year later after I left. It wasn't a year later, it was I only had that coat for, well, this was, I know the date, this was August the 1st of August or something, 1st of August 2015. That I left El Alto, I think, because my plan had been to get to Sorata by August the 6th. Because there was all that miners shit going on, all these Potosino miners and dynamiting the fucking Ministerio de Gobierno and stuff like this. Bloody Avo was in this conference setting up a fucking craft fucking curios tourist. Oh, you bullshitting cunt. He was doing some fucking coke deal with the fucking president of Argentina, whatever her name was. I think they put her in jail. And they were all preparing for the fucking Pope to come and visit. Oh, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of telling these fucking stories because it's so fucking stupid. The fucking Pope comes and canonizes some poor bastard who was murdered on the street in La Paz. I'm sick of this shit. anyway, I heard a report later when I was in Cochabamba a year or two later. I told a civil engineer in Cochabamba, I was in the Plaza 14 de Septiembre, and there was this guy sitting on a chair, and I'd been thinking about what could happen again if there was a gas explosion in the rain. It was just after the derrumbe in Cochabamba, I think. And I went over to this guy, and he told me he was a civil engineer, and I said I was just thinking about civil engineering, and I was thinking about La Paz and how that whole thing could all slide down if there was, because the soil gets unstable when it rains, and if you then dig a whole lot of trenches to lay polythene gas pipelines, you open it all up, and if there's a heavy rainfall, you could destabilize whole neighborhoods. They were always having derumbes in La Paz, and the way they build up that slope, you see it on the Che Guevara movie when it's totally anachronistic. You're driving into La Paz and you see in modern El Alto how there's those barrios below La Ceja are built on very steep slopes, and occasionally a barrier just goes, it rains a bit and the barrier just slumps into the trench below, kills a dozen, 2 dozen people. Civil engineering. So I told this guy, I said that there's a potential disaster in La Paz, and he said, well, why do you care? You're in Cochabamba. And I said, well, I've got friends in La Paz, because at the time I was thinking of Natalie from Jaguar House. Natalie had told me that she'd gone to La Paz, and she was in La Paz, and it was mainly her I was thinking about. She said she went to La Paz to work with the community with her uncle. Later I heard that I heard a report in the news, I saw a report I think in Los Tiempos, or is that the Cochabamba rag? I think it is, about the gas vans in La Paz were playing La Patria, because they play music as they drive around the streets, so that people know that they can come out and change their gas bottles. They switched back to bottled gas deliveries in La Paz. I'm sick of this fucking crapping fucking code talking with nobody talking. I'm fucking sick of it. It's been going on for 10 fucking years.